the Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be one of the most debated smartphones in Samsung's lineup, and not because of huge innovations. The conversation around this device is focused on one big question: is it worth upgrading from the Galaxy S25 Ultra? According to early information, many flagship owners may not be convinced, especially those who already own Samsung's latest powerhouse. A recent survey shows Samsung may face a tough crowd with its new release. Out of 790 people, a surprising 76% said they wouldn't upgrade from the Galaxy S25 Ultra to the Galaxy S26 Ultra. That means the overwhelming majority of users feel their current flagship is already good enough, and the next generation simply doesn't offer enough excitement to justify a switch. Another 14% said they would consider upgrading only if the price stays the same, while just 10% would upgrade even if the price increased. These numbers paint a clear picture. Samsung needs to deliver something compelling to get loyal users to spend more money. Why is the upgrade hesitation so strong? One of the biggest reasons is the limited changes expected in the Galaxy S26 Ultra. According to trusted leaker Ice Universe, the differences between the S26 Ultra and the S25 Ultra might be very small. The new model is rumored to feature the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chip, which promises better performance, but that's one of the few major upgrades. Faster 60-watt charging could also be a nice improvement, especially for users who find the current charging speeds a bit slow, but it may not be a game-changing feature. Another noticeable change is the design. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is expected to be thinner at 7.9mm and slightly lighter at 214 grams. A slimmer, lighter device is generally welcomed, especially for a big flagship phone. But for many people, this isn't something that drives a purchase. Design refinements tend to matter only when paired with other major features. If everything else stays the same, thinner and lighter may not be enough to influence buying decisions. So far, these upgrades do not sound like a major leap, especially for users who already own one of the best Android phones on the market. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is already packed with strong camera hardware, a powerful processor, solid battery life, and long-term software support. When a phone is that complete, it's harder to sell a successor that only slightly improves on a few specs. However, Samsung may still be targeting subtle but meaningful improvements rather than headline-grabbing changes. There are rumors that the S26 Ultra may come with 10.7 GB per second LPDDR5X RAM technology, which could improve real-world performance, especially when multitasking gaming and handling heavier camera processing tasks. Faster RAM doesn't always sound exciting on paper, but it can have a noticeable impact in everyday use. There is also a rumor about Samsung using M14 display material, which could significantly improve battery efficiency. That means the battery capacity may stay the same, but battery life could last longer due to improved power consumption. Better efficiency often matters more to users than a few hundred extra milliamp hours. After all, nobody complains about a phone that lasts an hour longer without being bulkier. This is where the Galaxy S26 Ultra strategy becomes clear. Samsung might be focusing less on big numbers and more on how the phone feels in daily life. Phones are more than their spec sheets. A device that feels fast, smooth, reliable, and efficient every single day often wins over flashy specs that rarely impact the user experience. Many users don't upgrade because of camera megapixels or benchmark scores. They upgrade when their current phone feels slow, outdated, or frustrating. With that said, things are not that simple. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is expected to stay relevant for years. It already performs at a level that most users only need for daily tasks, gaming, photography, and long-term updates. Consumers know this, and that is why Samsung will need more than incremental upgrades to convince S25 Ultra owners to make the jump. Another big concern is pricing. Early expectations suggest that the Galaxy S26 Ultra may cost more than the S25 Ultra, which could push away even more buyers. If a phone is more expensive while offering fewer noticeable changes, consumers will think twice before upgrading. With rising smartphone prices globally, people now treat premium phones as long-term investments. Most users no longer upgrade yearly unless there is a major benefit. This is why only 10% of people said they would upgrade regardless of price. These are usually power users, enthusiasts, or early adopters who always want the latest model. For the majority, price is a major factor, and right now the Galaxy S26 Ultra does not look like a good value proposition. Still, Samsung may have some hidden features that haven't leaked yet. Big companies often save key information for launch events to build hype. There may be new camera software tricks, exclusive AI features, or unique hardware changes that Samsung will promote as its selling point. The company knows that flagship users are smart consumers, and they need convincing reasons to upgrade. Quiet improvements in performance or efficiency may help, but they are rarely enough to create excitement without something bold to go with them. If Samsung can show that the Galaxy S26 Ultra offers meaningful benefits in daily life, better images, faster performance, smoother multitasking, improved battery life, it might attract more interest. But if the final product feels like a slightly refined version of the S25 Ultra, users might simply stick with what they already have. The Galaxy S25 Ultra remains one of the best Android phones, and many people will continue using it happily for years. To challenge that loyalty, Samsung must show that the Galaxy S26 Ultra is more than a minor upgrade. The leak-based information suggests a cautious evolution, not a revolutionary leap, but there is still time for surprises. The upcoming release will reveal whether Samsung has something exciting planned, or whether the Galaxy S26 Ultra ends up being a solid but safe update that doesn't shake up the market. Until then, most Galaxy S25 Ultra owners seem confident that their current phone is already good enough,